Ajax here from the Gillystone, and obviously this is Tai Lu versus MVPK. We can see here that this is a it's a live stream. I'm not going to go on the stream, I'm just going to show it from here because it's live as well here. Tai Lu is currently winning by 16 and MVP is losing only by freaking 4 rounds. But I think that's pretty big, like, distance. Basically what they've done is, I can't like go back and show you because it's live, you know. So MVPK has, they used the same tactic over and over, and they just didn't stop using the same exact tactic. Basically what they rushed A, not rushed A, what the fuck, who the fuck rushed A? Basically they just kept going A with smokes and AKs. And they didn't actually change anything around it, and they were on the T. It was on the train and on the Mirage, as you can see, like, just bring my mouse over here, here, and also Cache. But the biggest thing was on train, when, this is like the second match train, and next one is Mirage, basically, and, so MVPK has, at the last round, they actually used an AWP, like they bought an AWP and they used a different tactic which got them the last round to win. And now I think they're gonna learn. Hopefully they're gonna learn, because actually I do like them. But Tai Lu is pretty much like 4 rounds above them, which is not much in a CS:GO, you know. Like if you just think about it. I mean, this is championships and it's quite tactical around the championships. But this is an Asia. Like Asian minor championship, and this is just a breakthrough. So we're about to like get into the next second match. Like they're just having a break right now. This is live, so they're just having a break for around 5 minutes. I've been waiting like exactly 4 minutes 10 seconds, and we're just gonna go right into the match after this timer right here stops. It goes to 0. Why am I recording this? Because it is actually quite cool. I mean, I haven't actually stumbled upon a right live championship before. I like, holy shit, why did I not record? Yeah. So I'm just gonna like keep silent for the next like match, so you guys can enjoy it yourself. You guys can obviously go ahead and skip, like I'll put the skip timing into the description below. Just get my mask away. So we're 10 seconds before this new match starts. This is I think the Mirage. Some time. Mirage is a pretty cool map, I like it. I think you're gonna win.
MVP fell apart on Cache after a massive lead. They were up 11-4 and ended up trailing 16-12 and losing the first map. We're heading to train next, a map that MVP can maybe achieve some success on, but they're surely going to be having their heads held down because at the moment they just seem completely confused on how to play basic Counter-Strike when it comes to the T side. And that's not just being harsh, that's just saying like the fundamentals were lost there.
Yeah, and the T side is very important on trade. Of course, this is where we see a lot of teams, these pro teams, get a big chunk of their rounds on this map.
Yep.
Surprisingly, one of those maps where T side can be worked a lot better than the CT side at times. And when you see a half like that, you don't really know what to expect going in this. Like we said, MVP looking strong in that CT side. We can't overlook it. They look very strong, yeah. Very crisp, playing together, not overcompensating for anything, not over peaking, even when the confidence comes in. And Train is a map they've played quite a bit. I think they've played it 6 or 7 times. They've got a positive win rate on about 65%, I think. So it's not bad. It's not going to be like a blowout, but
Yeah.
after that last game, you've got to call some questions in and about their T side.
Yeah, that was just crazy because for me it was like, oh my God, we're going to see a huge upset here. Then Tyloo just turned it all the way around. But I'm not saying Tyloo did anything even special. It was just MVP's basic lack of changing versatility. Like, you're supposed to be able to mix things up, right? You're supposed to be able to play on the fly a little bit. No, just didn't want to change. They wanted to stick to their guns, but what they stuck to had no chance of working. They were being read like books every single time, and Tyloo was just waiting for them to come to them.
Yeah, and that's the thing about train as well. There's lots of nooks and crannies you can come out with, so you don't want to be doing the same strat every time. When you've got places like Pop and Ivy, you need to put these positions into use. They're there for a reason. They're supposed to be that fast push mentality. You can get in there really quick, catch the CTs off guard. So if we're seeing the same play with that slow A, we saw again 4 members together, one lurker, then they meet in the middle. It's just not going to cut it on this map.
Yeah, and I think like we saw, obviously, HSK and Zeph, the two people we said need to step up, did it on their CT side. And then I think it was HSK who gained like 3 kills going into that T side. Yeah, it's not good enough.
No.
That's literally unacceptable. At this
Especially
stage.
from these players, which we know are so strong.
Yeah. It's not like they can't do it. It's not
Yeah.
like we're saying like, oh, it's just a myth that this might happen. No,
Yeah.
we've seen them do it. It's just when it seems to count, it wasn't able to come through. And obviously Tyloo, we're not going to discredit them, but they weren't doing anything like standout performance amazing
No.
to come back from that. They just played solid Counter-Strike, and we spoke about potential communication that might lack on Tyloo being the issue. That definitely didn't seem to come into play, because when they got on their CT side, they bunkered down, they stayed in position, and they just wrecked faces.
Yeah, of course, Benta, a guy we a guy we talk about a lot, did play very well in that second half. But yeah, mostly just a team effort out with Tyloo, just out rotating, knowing that they're going for the same strat every time probably does help. Opting towards holding that mid push and towards A, and then usually leaving one member up towards B, who was actually playing Heaven a lot of the time, so we could even fast rotate towards mid. So yeah, well read by Tyloo to secure that second half of that game and give themselves the map advantage.
And look at this, the best players, and someone I was just about to talk about, Captain Mo. We saw some phenomenal plays from him with that off, especially towards the end when he was on that CT side. He ended 25 for 16. Solo on the other side for MVP. He was the standout player, yet the crazy thing was, at one point it looked like it was going to be HSK or Zeph. In the end, Solo was the only one who was actually putting up any sort of defense, but I felt like, yes, he played the lurker role T-side, but it almost turned into the bait role because his team were just dying and they was coming in and trying to do something. He might get 1 kill, but then he's instantly taken down afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw, when you playing that position over towards B, your whole point is to kill the rotators, which means your team isn't supposed to die before they rotate.
Exactly.
The whole point is supposed to fake the push, get the CTs to start being worried, then they push through Sunroom, then you get the kill, then you can decide where to go with the bomb. It's not supposed to be you kill them after your team die over on A site.
Well, we can see MVP on your screens now. The teams are getting ready. Tyloo, they're going to be feeling very confident, very comfortable, especially after such a shaky start. To be able to come back like that as well, you must be sat there feeling, okay, no matter what MVP throws, even if they do that again, we've done it before, we can do it again.
It gives you a lot of confidence going in this round, knowing that you can come back from such a huge advantage. Means that you will be able to keep your nerve if you fall that far behind again. And also having the information that MVP can falter that hard on the T side gives you a lot of confidence as well. Knowing like, oh, don't worry guys, if we start losing, we know how bad they are on T, maybe we can catch them off guard. But Tyloo will be starting on CT side. So looking to get strong opening to this now, and MVP, this is where they need to put in a good fight. This first half will be indicative of how this map goes.
I'm calling it here. If MVP don't get at least 6 rounds to his side, then we're going to be looking at potential 2-0 once again here. And unlike what we saw in the Flash game, where it was Flash and Renegades balancing back, fighting back and forward, here we just saw domination from either side.
And here comes this pistol round now. MVP opting for a fast push over towards B. Someone is sent over down towards Ivy also.
Yeah, they start pushing towards B, hoping to force that retake, but there was already a triple stack towards B, and now they're looking to act like, oh, okay, we're faking it, but they're actually stood in this position, waiting to push down. We'll see the molly come out from Solo, surely going over the top, as well as the flashes. Oh, and he's not going to case, so he's not going to do it over the top like normal, and they're going to push all the way around. Somebody's actually in a really good spot here. Finds the first one. Bomb won't be able to be planted just yet. Somebody with a second as well. Captain Mo chiming in. And only Perry remains. 2 points of health as he's dancing around. Finally gets taken out. 4 people left alive for Tai Lu. And a very easy pistol round for them.
Yeah, and again, sloppy play by MVP. This is a position we see so often, hiding in that little cubby at the bottom of the ladder. That's a basic position. It's not even like an off angle. People play there all the time, and no one even gives a glance, never mind checking it.
Yeah, they all ran bars just for, oh, so they can get the bomb down. Nope, he's just going to die and lose the bomb. Not even a plant put up for MVP there, and this is where the problems begin. Now we're going to see a set of Deagles bought apart from HSK, who's likely to be saving for that AWP, while we look at what they'll be able to do here with the powerful cannons in their hand.
Zeph does make his way down towards Pop Dog. He's going to try and at least burst out, help his teammates when this push does eventually go down. 4 for masses in the hands of Tai Lu as well. Will give him a little bit extra control on those long-range fights. But those Deagles can prove to be deadly. We've seen MVP pull off some crazy stuff before.
Yeah, the one-taps could be real. But Tai Lu, they're keeping it defensive. They're not pushing too far forward just yet. Solo, he's taken out of the equation already. Hasn't been able to do anything with his Deagle just yet. Bondix found Zeph in the meantime. Captain Mo trying to burn him alive. Mad does manage to lose his head, but still finds the kill through him standing in the flames. The barbecue takes place, and only Perry and HSK remain. Perry there taps away. They're going to keep poking him, but somebody's that confident, and he will pick up the frag. Only HSK left. He picks up the Deagle. 4 bullets from his fallen teammates, Deagle, but Bentet's ready and waiting. A very nice round once again, same as last time, 4 alive. Tai Lu pick up the second, and they've started off strong early here on their CT side.
Yeah, a kill each as well across the board. 4 for masses remain in hand, only that SMG lost. So good play for the economy as well. Looks like Mo's just going to be buying a deal in this round so we can get an AWP into the next one.
Yeah, Mo's saving up that money. MVP. Only a P250 for Glow, so they are just going to try and rush out here with no bomb plants, so they're still not going to even have the best buy going into the next round.
I do see a face from DD here, a bit of an aggressive push over towards B. Just getting some information, but here are the MVP squad. DD yet to spot them out, but he will be ready when they do push down towards B.
Yeah, he gets the sound cue, pokes out, finds Solo. The nade's going to go out as well. Nice bit of damage as he pulls in another headshot, backed up by Bentet. And that is a hold and a half. MVP didn't even get close.
Yeah, Bentet and DD doing well there over towards B. That grenade raining fire from above drops all the MVP members low. Allows them both to clean up the kills. A strong anti-eco round coming in. And there we go. We do see the AWP into the hands of HSK. Is able to buy head armor as well. No head armor, sorry, just Kevlar. Opts for those flashbangs instead. But here we go, we do see the buy round, and they're still going up against the FAMASs in the hands of Tai Lu, so hoping to get a little eco round, getting the extra money, not rebuying anything just yet.
Yeah, Tai Lu trying to play the smart economy game. Mo's got the AWP in hand for the Tai Lu side. Zeph's actually in a sneaky position here. Well, look at Tai Lu pushing through into T main. They look to see if there's any players waiting for him. Perry, at this moment in time, has actually fallen back more towards T-Spawn as Zeph pushes out Pop Dog, finds himself 1 kill, and will just walk all the way back up and give him team the advantage now.
Yeah, with those FAMASs in hand, Tai Lu opting to play a little bit more aggressive, knowing that if they die, not a big deal, they'll have money going to the next round. Does not pay off though, somebody is dropped by Zeph, and now MVP do have the advantage. As they spray over towards B, nothing found just yet. 2 members over towards Ivy as well, and that bomb not far behind.
Yeah, DD took a little bit of damage as he had his shoulder poking out there, but he falls back. He's not looking to give another man advantage to the MVP side. Smoke's coming out, drop with the Molotovs as well. Flash over as BN Tech decides to spray through. MVP looking to push here at Ivy. Bentet, he's not scared yet. He's ready and waiting. He's going to use that smoke to his advantage wherever he can. There's actually 3 members of the MVP looking to push up here. Bentet finds one, looks to get a second, running away, hasn't been tagged up yet. Deagle in hand, Bondic backing him up as well, picking up 2. Very nice hold so far. MVP do regain a bit of an advantage here. They've got to be careful. They haven't got the bomb down just yet. Solo's running around to pick it up. He's got to be careful himself. Doesn't actually spot him through the smoke there. The smoke was just beginning to clear. Captain Mo's alive. The bomb doesn't even get planted. The timer goes down. And actually, Zeph dying after the timer is huge. What a round for Tyloo now as they go 4-0 on Train.
Yeah, that is a gut-wrenching round. Unfortunately, because that bomb did not go down and Zeph dies after the timer, he gets no extra money left on only $550 now. Very well played by Bentet and Bondik. Bondik there to support him, of course, but Bentet, as we say a lot, knows exactly when to fall back. Gets one kill, backs off with a deagle, allows Bondik to give him all the support, and another round for Tyloo, 4-0 now.
Tyloo playing some solid Counter-Strike. They start off strong on the CT side here on Train. MVP again so far on their T side. Just don't kind of seem to have it together. They've got Deagles this time around. One P250, Zeph up on the Glock. Indeed, he continues to shoulder peek that position. Maybe they pre-fire, but one tap. Whoa, he gets dig down to 31 health. But he won't die as Captain Mo takes down Perry.
Again, we're seeing a similar thing from MVP. I think just playing a bit too spread out. Of course, this is an eco round, but we see similar plays on the buy round. And when you're playing against Tyloo, look at Bentet, deals with them with ease. These players are so good individually, you can't just take 1v1 duels anymore. With 5 rounds now going against you, you have to try something together. Try something fast. Try and execute. Try something else, because Tyloo right now has got your number.
Oy.
And they've got their number. They're ringing it, and they're saying, MVP, is anyone home? Because no action is coming out of this camp just yet. They will have AKs this time around. One Galol up on Zeph. It can work on Train with the longer distances coming into factor. But it seems like Tyloo will start a little bit of aggression towards the B side. DD's pushed up high. Damage does hit onto Zeph, but he also gets tagged down. Pretty even trade in this, actually.
Oh, sorry guys. I don't know what happened here. Oh dear. Well, the Twitch just ended. I guess that's just happened. Fuck. Why has that just happened? It's down here. Oh, it's gone. Fuck. Well, it's back now. What? Hello?
Wasn't actually scared of anyone pushing
Okay.
down further. He just waited, hid behind the smoke, didn't care that the flash came down. Tyloo, they're not moving
Okay.
around too much just
That just
yet.
happened.
Holding their default positions
Yeah.
as MVP start to push
Okay,
into this
that's
B-bomb site. Zeph is actually getting quite far here, and Tyloo at the moment are blissfully unaware.
Somebody's going to be key into this round. Does manage to drop the bomb in the pop dog, but that's all he's going to get. And a nice kill by Zeph now puts MVP in a numbers advantage finally into this T side. Working their way over to the site. DD manages to get 2 over towards Pop Dog, flashes himself out, but HSK does manage to get it. Now 2v2, 2v1. HSK makes it a 1v1. Bondik and HSK.
HSK knows exactly where to look for Bondik. Bondik doesn't have much health to work with at all. One tap and he is going to go down. HSK surely able to pick up a round here for his team.
Oh.
There's 8 seconds to play with. He's going to have to get the plant down. Bondik could go for the hunt if he wanted to, but he's not willing to risk it just yet. The timing, the sprays coming out. They're narrowly avoiding each other. Bondik does finally fall. But do you know what was the big impactful frag there? Zeph managing to sneak down lowers into the B-bomb site, comes through, finds the frag. Mo was probably sat saying, how the hell did we allow it to happen? Because DD didn't spot any of it.
Yeah, very nice play there from MVP. That is where that lurk roll comes into advantage. As you saw, they did originally have the bomb with them over towards B. Once Zeph was able to sneak out and be there for the rotation kill, they decided, let's go A. If we get the entries, we'll definitely be able to kill the rotator as well. Gives them a good advantage and finally does get a T round on the board.
Is this the start of things to come for MVP? They certainly need a few more rounds on the board here. 2-man push coming out from Tyloo as they look to gain control. Mo finds the first kill onto Glow. That's a nice early lead for them. They smoke it out, they fall back, they take the 1-man lead, and they will now sit comfortably knowing that they've got the advantage.
Again, a strong opening from Tyloo into this round. Captain Mo now going to divert over towards B with this AWP, which is also where a lot of these MVP members seem to be heading.
MVP. Still not 100% sure where they want to go. Haven't picked the ball up yet. Perry's looking to see if anyone else is going to push from Ivy. The setup from Tyloo. 2 members up on the trains. Bondik's on the floor. They've got every angle covered. Wherever MVP goes, Tyloo will be prepared. And MVP, they're going to have to come out with some serious entries here with just a nice bit of utility to use their Molotovs around. But instead, they're the ones getting burned. Zeph gets taken down to 26 health. HSK doing some damage as well, but he does find the kill onto somebody. This gives them a fighting chance going into this. It's evened it up at a 4 versus 4. Perry sneaking his way around. He sees one jump down from the train, finds the kill onto Bentet, looking for another. He can hear what's going on as Solo takes down DD. The bomb will be planted as well as Bondik's trying to reply.
Dude,
We're in a 2
recording
versus 2.
is awesome.
He knows he's being pushed, but Bondik, fast, furious, on point, makes the kill. It's all up to Perry. He's going to stay with it, but he finds the kill. It's just not enough. The time's not there. And with the pistol, Captain Mo closes it out. 6-1 now for Tyloo, and the resets come straight in off the back of that 1-round MVP picked up.
As we saw all that action over towards A, it was Solo and Perry over towards B, running that play with the bomb. Unfortunately, do not do enough. Bondik recovers well alongside Mo, wins them around, and like you said, now a reset for MVP.
Now the good thing is that MVP did manage to get the bomb down, but I don't think Solo expected Bondik to push round so aggressively. That was a huge pickup from him.
Almost able to pick up the defuse single-handedly was Bondik, but just about not enough time. Mo secures it, going in this round, just glocks into the hands of MVP now. Just going for a full eco so they can buy into the next round, which is going to give Tyloo a 6-round advantage.
Yeah, Tyloo are almost repeating what MVP did to them on Cash. The difference is, does MVP have it in them to bounce back now? Because this is the time to make it happen. I said it at the start, MVP should be looking at least 6 rounds here to be comfortable. The Solo pushes up high. They're running in against these M4s. They will actually maybe get the bomb down here. Does go down, but the rest of them are just being absolutely destroyed. Perry does find the kill onto DD, but he's not going to live any longer.
Yeah, the duo we see quite a lot from this team, DD and Bentet, working together once again. 2 kills for each of them with somebody cleaning up the last. The fuse comes in, 7-1 to Tyloo, and now we go into the buy round. MVP getting that bomb down though will ensure they'll have full utility across the board. So it gives them a good opening back into this game, but now is when they need to start getting back into it. Once we start talking 6-round deficits, 7-round deficits, suddenly it starts to become questionable if you'll be able to climb back. We do see the AWP in the hands of HSK though, something we've been wanting to see on this T side. Let's see if he can find an opening for his squad.
This is really actually
I'd like
going
to see
shit.
HSK take it towards main, try and open a bit, or maybe challenge
expect
Ali,
more from
because
MVP.
they're the 2 dominant areas we've seen from Tyloo.
Tyloo's fucking too good.
Aggressive play pop dog here from Solo. Mo does manage to get the off. Solo spotting out 2 members, not quite sure who to attack yet. Tries to drop the smoke, but he may be dropped for it. He is. Bentet manages to get the kill.
Yeah, that was huge. Captain Mo adding 1 to the scoreboard as well. HSK does try to reply. Zeph's going to go with the bomb plant. DD's on top. He's looking to find them, but they're taken down anyway. Another defuse is going to come in, and despite a very confident rush coming out from MVP, they weren't actually able to do too much at all. Solo thought he'd been able to sneak in. He was detected by 1, drops the smoke down, but he was pushed, and then Tyloo just able to clean it up from there. We're now looking at 8-1. MVP did get the plant down. They have got the money to force them if they really wanted to, but do they really want to keep doing it this way? Do they not want to use all the utility, especially on a map like Train, to really push in and move the CTs about so they can get some control?
Yeah, are going to opt for this force by low utility. Just a couple of smokes, a couple of mollies, some flashbangs to go along with it. Going to have to pull off something incredible if they want to work their way onto a site and into another round.
All AKs up on MVP. A little bit of utility to play with on Zeph, Perry, and Solo. Mainly Zeph, though. He's stacked up. He's dropped the molly down already. He's got a smoke and 2 flashes to play with. He's going up high, and they're looking to take on this B bomb site. DD starts spraying away, but he's giving away his position now, actually causing further damage. Picks up 1 kill. Bentet's backing him up, and this is really nice once again from Tyloo. Solidly held, and they make it 9-1. Everything MVP is trying is just being absolutely destroyed. And now we see a tactical timeout coming from MVP, and this is exactly what they needed. But I do feel the MVP seem to wait a little bit too long at times for these tactical callouts. They've got 2 very different teams here. Peacemaker will call it sometimes after just the 4th round or so if they started to lose or go down. For MVP, they've let 9 slip away before one's come in.
Would like to see one come in earlier. 8 rounds deficit, even with the pause. Even if this talk manages to work, you still have to win 8 rounds to get back into it. So perhaps MVP need to be a bit more liberal with their application of these pauses. Let's see if they're going to change anything major going into this round. Of course, it is going to be an eco, so they're going to have some extra time to talk going into the following buy round, which means unless something crazy happens, it's going to be 10-1 Tyloo on their CT side.
Now, I can only assume that Renegade's going to be watching this as well to have a good read on what Tyloo are doing in case they have to see him in the next match. The question is how much can they really take away from what they've seen here? Because in MVP's eyes, they've not played it amazingly, but they might be able to see some chinks in Tyloo's armor.
Yeah, although we did see in the previous game, MVP always has a strong showing on CT side, but with just 1 round on the board, even on the strongest CT side, going to be difficult to win. Mo with 2 as well, over towards Ivy with the AWP in hand. Perry dropped with just a deagle as well. And another strong showing from Tyloo.
And Mo's just making it look really easy at Ivy then. They're not just like, they're not spectacular kills. He's just taking the shots, lining up. He's even playing quite close range as well. Solo again, trying to sneak into B, but he's all alone, doesn't even have the bomb. DD's managed to take him down. 5 alive for Tyloo now. And that's 10-1. This is starting to get dangerous. But do we potentially get to a 10th or 11th round, and then we sit in a position where MVP might be able to fire back? And this is interesting.
Yeah.
T-side double AWP setup. HSK and Solo opting for this. Now this is a real game changer.
Yeah, risky play, but it is something I like to see. As I was saying, if it isn't working, just try something. It doesn't really matter. When you're down 9 rounds, what have you got to lose? So they are going to go for this double AWP setup. Max losing bonus in effect. Means it isn't really going to affect their economy that much anyway, even if they are to lose. Should we go now to see what they can switch up on this T side? MVP need to start getting into this game.
They're going to be looking for HSK and Solo to open up the sights for him here. But they still play very defensive at the start. They're not looking for the picks outside just yet. Captain Mo's found the kill onto Glow. That gives them a 1-man advantage once again. It's what we just keep on seeing happen here. And MVP are truly just playing scared at this stage.
Here we go. We do see this pop dog peak, though. We've seen from previous teams. If you go down on your teammate's head, it means you're accurate all the way down. Nice little adjustment from MVP there, showing a little trickery. And they are in pop. But we'll have to face Bondik over towards this outside site. Nice headshot from Bondik as well to start the half. Zeph does go down. Now a 4v2, just those AWPs in hand of the MVP squad.
And do they just opt to save it now, or are they going to go for it? Very risky decision making, 30 seconds to go. Not too much to play with. MVP, wherever they go, whatever they do, Tyloo just don't have a problem dealing with it. And we said about the firepower of Tyloo, that's the main thing here. Everything the MVP throw at them, they just destroy it.
Yeah, are hoping to hold on to these 2 AWPs going in the next round, at least secure that investment. The double AWP setup not paying off this time, with Mo getting 2 kills once again on that AWP. So consistent across this series, always getting the entries that Tyloo needs, and a big reason they fought back in the second half of that first map.
And they will mount up a buy, still saving them 2 AWPs. get the AKs up on the rest of the players. They're in a similar situation to the round just before, and maybe at this point, I'd just really like to see put both AWPs in main, really go and challenge them outside, have an AK out there at least to back them up, and HSK starting to push his way towards the main. Nades have come in, dropped him down to 81 health. Solo's looking up high towards B, but no one's pushing him just yet.
Zeph trying to bait some shots out of that pop dog. Nothing
Excuse
given away
me.
by Tyloo just yet, though. Tries to do it again. He likes this little trick. Sometimes it can work. You've seen
Yeah.
if you see a leg, it will sometimes start to spray. But I believe that is Bondic holding strong. Here comes the drop in now. Does not pay off. Perry manages to get the kill on top of his teammate's head. But somebody trades it out. Now HSK left trying to find the pieces with this AWP in hand.
And HSK looked to try and get the refrag there. Good decision making, but he couldn't actually see him. Somebody pushed a little bit deeper. HSK's looking for just any sort of opening at this stage, but it's HSK and Solo once again, double AWPs. Oh, they've swapped it over, so Glow's now ended up with the AWP. Solo wants to push forward with an AK. Maybe he's got a plan, maybe he's got something he thinks he can achieve here. As HSK still yet to do anything with that AWP in hand.
Here comes the drop in now, Pop Dog. HSK will be removed from the round by Mo now. Just a 2v4, looking grim as the previous rounds have been for MVP. Solo manages to cheer up the atmosphere a little bit, but it does not last long. 2v1 now, Tyloo. All the pieces in their pocket, knowing exactly how this round has gone so far. Glow won't even get the bomb down. Ben10 finishes it out.
He wasn't running out of time there. He had about 15 seconds left. He knew where Bentet was. He knew there was one towards Connector as well. He could have at least tried to snuck round and got the kill onto Bentet, maybe faced it. But instead, we'll see another timeout come in as MVP have lost another round. It's 12-1, and this is completely flipped from what we saw. But instead, Tyloo are just not holding back in any way. And MVP, they've just been absolutely lackluster.
Yeah, no happy faces on the MVP squad right now, as we were seeing in the previous game. Very sad performances so far, no even shimmering lights, nothing to even grasp a hold of, no positive influences just yet on this train map. 12-1 to Tyloo, left in another poor eco buy. Going to be forced to force into it because they're down to
So guys, that was
rounds. It
the
has to
second
point where you're
round
gonna have
of
to
the
fight now.
championship. I'm
Can't
not going
afford
to
give up
record
anymore.
third round.
No
Don't want to
utility,
spoil
but
everything
it's
yet,
just one
but I'm
decoy,
sure you guys
a
are all
lonely
watching this at the same
decoy
time I am.
to aid
But
them
if you guys
into
just
the
want to,
push.
go over some things, I mean, some
HSK
people actually
pick up
do
another
like,
Zeus and
there's
just,
some anti-cheater
give them a bit
call-outs,
of
you know, if
motivation with
Tyloo
it.
may be
Get up
cheating, who
close and
knows,
personal.
right?
I don't have the
I don't
answers
believe
for
so,
MVP
any of
anymore.
the sides cheating,
Everything
but
they
I
try,
just do this
everything
for the
they
sake of
do.
it,
Play too
so that
slow,
people
they just
realize,
get
or like, people
taken down
can
by Tyloo when they
study
do
the
finally
games
get
kind
in,
of and
but
see if
Zeph,
they're cheating. I'm not
They start
the
off strong, he
type
gets
of
one,
person that
DD's
sees
instantly
if
though,
people try
able to
cheat.
dome
I
heads
just
as they
don't
still
notice it.
try to push into this
But
B
I
bomb
do
side. He
hope
just
you guys
taps away
enjoyed
with that
the
silent
second
M4.
round
But
of the
finally,
championship
MVP
in
do
Asia.
actually have a lead here
And,
now, 3 versus 2.
This is quite a
Just
big
gotta go pick the
match,
ball up
and
and go and try
Tyloo's
and get it
absolutely
planted now
just
because Vivi's
ended
got it under
them in the
control,
first two
and he's got it
rounds. I'm
secure.
not sure how it's going to go in the
HSK
third
making it
round,
opening
but
over
even
towards
if
that
they
A side
get
all alone,
all
gets
of
2
the
kills,
wins,
so here we go,
I
some
don't
light
think
shining
MVP will
from
win overall.
MVP.
Even though
That light
they
is
have been going through
immediately
a lot of
dimmed
things
by
recently,
Tyloo.
they are still not
Again,
going to
a
give up.
2v1
I mean,
also
this is
similar
only the minor
situation. We are
championship.
seeing
There
this
will be
T
future
side.
matches. It's not like it's going to
MVP
end
just
at all
not
here.
able to get anything
But
together.
I
DD,
think
a huge part
MVP
of
will
this round.
do
3
way
kills
better. I
already.
mean, they have a
Still
lot. They
alive,
have a lot
full
of things to
HP, didn't even
practice. I
take
mean, they
any
have a lot of
damage
tricks. They
along
have the
the way.
tricks. They have the tactics. All they do is just they don't learn from the different matches they play.
Here does
I
take
did
down
in my
Bondic, still with 100 health,
perspective.
35
But
seconds on the
all the
clock.
Asian
It's 1
people, I think
versus
you guys
1.
know way more
DD's
about
looking
the
to push all the
MVP
way
and all
around.
the Asian teams. I'm not
Perry,
trying
he's
to
already got a
stereotype. I'm not
move
trying to
on.
be
This
racist
is
either.
interesting.
Just saying.
They're looking like
But
a potentially meet. You can
there
hear
are
what's
some
going
highlights
on
on
in the
this match
second
that I'm
round
gonna
on the
show right
board for
now, without
MVP.
talking.
Finally, Perry is able to do it.
Smart play by Perry there. Nice thing to see from this
Enjoy
MVP
it.
squad, knowing that he would be scared of that rotate towards the other side. Just holds up towards Pop Dog, gets the easy kill on a non-suspecting player. Finally, another round on the board, but 12-2. Still not impressive.
No, they have to get this next round here. It is a must. And they've got a better buy than what they had last time. Got a good amount of utility on Perry and Solo. MVP, can they grind out the third round here? Or will it be 13-2 in favor of Tyloo? DD once again holding strong, a little bit aggressive towards that lower side of the B-bomb zone.
MVP funneling up towards the site now. The rest left towards the bottom of Trey. Towards A, trying to see if they can get any picks. As we've seen from Tai Lu, playing very disciplined, not giving anything up early just yet.
Somebody looking to clear out Pop Dog, but no one's there ready and waiting for him. They're going to go and jump in, do the stack down into it once again. They're waiting for it comfortably, but no one's there as of yet. MVP looking for anything that can give them a slight edge here, and they desperately need it. Well, actually, currently, only one person is sat on that B-bomb site. You've got one in connector as well at the back. That's going to be Bentet. But there is a chance. There is a small window of hope here for MVP to try and push in.
Yeah, that time is ticking down to 40 seconds now. MVP yet to decide the play they want to make. This lurker over towards Ivy, going to be facing Mo with the AWP. An uncharacteristic miss by Mo, though. Drops the smoke, pushes beyond the molly, so in a sneak position they will not expect him to be in. Maybe this could be the opening end of the round for MVP.
He did take a shot there, does end up missing it. Perry manages to get the kill, continues to push round now. Can actually sneak all the way into CT as Zeph's got himself into connector. He's dancing around with Bondik, but Bondik finds the kill. Solo and Perry continue to put the work in. They're doing the damage. He doesn't see Bentet in time, but Solo's able to reply. It's trade for trade, but MVP come up on top. DD's the only one that remains. He's got to go for it. It's the last round of the first half. He does have a kit, but he's got no utility to play with. He's got to find 3 members of the MVP lineup here.
Yeah, sneaking around, seeing what he can do, but with the positioning of MVP, going to be difficult. They should just all peek him at the same time and secure this round. All just dancing away at the moment, trying to waste some time, knowing this bomb is ticking down. DD gets one, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Still has so much to do. 2 members to face, and both of them don't even have to worry about dying to the bomb because of the last round. There we go. MVP do get a 3rd round on the board, just about enough to not lose to a pistol loss, but still a disappointing half.
12-3 MVP. They mounted a comeback towards the end, similar to what we saw from Tai Lu on Cash. But can MVP and do MVP have it in them to do the same on their CT side and bounce back and try and claim Train? It's going to be very difficult. We didn't think it was possible for Tai Lu, so I'm not going to say it's impossible for MVP.
No, it definitely is on the cards. As we saw from MVP, they got 11 rounds on their CT side last time, but that wouldn't even be enough at the moment. They're going to have to do an even bigger performance than that.
So boys,
looking way stronger on this
as
side.
I
Of
said
course,
before,
they have started
I'm only
on
going to
CT
record
side,
this match.
but still a dominant performance.
Never
from
say I'm
Tyler.
going to record all of it. You guys can go ahead and keep
I
watching
need
over
to
this,
see
but I just think the
MVP
first half
come out
is
all
the
guns
most
blazing
important bit
if they think
since
they can take this.
really, if I'm going to be
So
honest right here,
much
MVP does not have a
energy
single
has been put
chance.
into that map on Cash,
They have,
and nothing
even if they
happened
get
in the
this
end.
15,
Tai Lu
overall
now,
they will lose.
their time to close this out 2-0.
But if they do
We're gonna
get
go to
the
a
3rd
quick
round,
break.
which I'm not going to
Going
record,
into the second half here on Train.
I got a
Don't
life,
go
I
anywhere.
got things to do. And so this is the current score. Hope you guys did enjoy the first half of the match of the Asian Minor Championships. I hope I see you in the next video, boys, and I'm gonna say goodbye for now.